Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy Kiss here, back with another video. This time I'm not doing a reaction video, I'm just doing a video from the heart and talking about the video on why. I'll try and keep it short and sweet. I haven't really planned it, but I thought I'd, off the cuff, if that's the right way of putting it, or rather spontaneously, I thought I'd talk about why I support and love Celtic. And funny enough, I've got my green mug, which is what of Celtic. They play in white and green for those who don't know. But yeah, I don't know if I've ever done a video on this before. I might have done it a while back, so it might be something I said maybe a year or so ago, perhaps. I don't know. But anyway, I've seen a few videos of where they talk about why they love a certain club and that kind of thing. But anyway, I thought I'd give my 2 cents, i.e. opinions or whatnot. So the reason why I love Celtic, really to put it simply, why I love and support Celtic is the rivals, Rangers, are very pro-British. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with being pro-British or patriotic or anything like that, or loving Britain. But the way they do it, like they sing Rule Britannia, which I'm sure is quite an imperial. Well, it seems like very imperialistic, and it must be, I imagine. But about Britannia ruling the waves and things like that. And again, I mean, it's okay to be patriotic and all that, but I myself am not that patriotic. And obviously people can support who they want, but I'm just giving my own views about why I support Celtic. So as an anti-imperialist, I support Celtic. And also I think, so I'm sure there are many decent Rangers fans, as I often mention, and there are not so good Celtic fans, shall we say, even horrible Celtic fans as well. But overall, I think that the Rangers fans are a lot more racist. Some people correct me if they think they're wrong by your own experiences or whatever. But as a person of colour, a POC, as I would describe myself, I suppose that's why I support Celtic, and I'm an anti-imperialist. That's another reason why I support Celtic. So it all goes hand in glove. And I think that all non-WASPs, i.e. people who are not white, Anglo-Saxon, Protestant, not all of those things, I think should support Celtic in my view, or even anti-racists, anti-imperialists, definitely, and that kind of thing. And also, again, I think there's nothing wrong with supporting the military or being patriotic or anything like that. But me personally, I'm not any of those things, and I don't really support the military or things like that. The other thing, like say for instance, India, I don't really support them invading other nations, which thankfully India doesn't. So that's why I would support. One of the reasons why I would support India, or why I do support India, or try to support India, as well as the fact they were colonized. But I admire like the Gurkhas and the Sikh military and things like that, the brave military personnel, but I don't agree with it as long as they do it to protect their nation. But with Britain and America and other countries, if I'm honest, I should be careful what I say, but they've done it to invade other nations. So I'm not a big fan. Personally, I'm not a big fan of militarism, invading other nations, again, as an anti-imperialist. And also, I'm not a big fan of monarchism. I'm a republic supporter. I support republics. So Celtic also normally is not that patriotic, and I think some of the fans go too far, like with supporting the IRA or things like that, or if they hate Britain or anything like that. I don't agree with hate or hating anyone. Again, I think people have the right to be patriotic or whatever, but for me personally, as a POC and a non-WASP, of course, that's why I support Celtic. So I hope that all made sense. But as I say, as someone who's not a military supporter, not that patriotic to the UK, and who doesn't support monarchy but supports republics, and doesn't support the invasion of other nations and that kind of thing. That's why I support Celtic. And also, and I suppose with the Irish diaspora, they actually fled persecution and being made to go into poverty and things like that, and basically the potato famine. And that's another thing, the Rangers sing songs about the potato famine and things like that, like the famine's over, why don't they go home, and things like that. So yeah, that's why these are some of the reasons why I'm a Celtic fan. The Rangers have like militarism, imperialism, they probably support colonialism. Again, they support the military, of course. They support the royal family, and those are the sort of things that I'm not really a big fan of. So again, that's why I support Celtic, which stands for, I wouldn't say it stands for pacifism, to be fair, or conscientious objection. Although I do think if there's like a draft which people talk about, I do think Celtic fans should boycott the British military, given its history and what it did to a lot of people who are from the Celtic family and that kind of thing, as a sort of family club, as a club which works together as a unity and a family. I do think we should boycott the British military. I was going to say the Western military, British military, and also the royal family as much as possible, or royalism as much as possible. Obviously, not always possible to do because through your taxes or whatever. But I don't believe we should join militaries and that kind of thing. A lot of Celtic fans will probably disagree with me on that. I'm just trying to think if I've forgotten anything. I know I did say I would try and keep it short and sweet. But those are some of the reasons why I'm a Celtic fan. I've probably covered pretty much every reason. And again, I love to see Celtic like boycotting the military, like saying we're not going to join the military and stuff like that as a group. Anyone who supports Celtic, I don't think should. Military. I would, however, at the same time, love to distance like Celtic to distance itself as a club. I mean, it would be sensible as a club to condone any type of violence, and also like including like IRA stuff. And I don't think we should join the IRA or things like that. Maybe in the future, instead, all that money that was raised for the IRA could be raised for Celtic FC to help win on the pitch. I probably see football almost like a war in a way, but I'm partly joking, of course. But yeah, I think that covers all the reasons why I'm a Celtic fan. I'd love to know from other people like why. I'd love to know even from Rangers fans like why you're a Rangers fan, and other people why you prefer Celtic or Rangers, or if you prefer either one, or if you equally dislike or even hate them, or if you equally well, I suppose it would be hard to equally love them. I'm sure many rival fans in Scotland probably hate both. As one of my friends called them the ugly sisters of Scottish football. But I often fear like I'll end the video and then I'll forget and I'll think I should have said that. But if you have any questions, please post them in the comments as ever. And also, I hope if I forget any points and I suddenly think, I forgot that, I'll try and remember to post them if and when possible, for when I have the energy and memory and whatever, and ability to post them in the comment section. Anyway, peace and love. I am out.